What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be starting a new project. This is going to be part one of the Ranger 300 project. I'm going to go ahead and put some pictures on screen just showing what it looked like right when I bought it, but as you may be able to see, definitely needs some TLC. Alright, so this is the engine that it came with. It is a Kubota D905. Right after I got the machine, I installed an injection pump, but in doing so, I messed up in here. There should be a little lever that hooks onto that pin so that when this slides back and forth, it adjusts the throttle on your injection pump. Unfortunately, like I said, since I messed that up, I need to take this cover off, slide this pin out, pull both of these shafts out, and install the new lever. So I have just about all the tools I think we should need for this project. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Alright, so we're going to start by unhooking this here and here, taking that hose off, and then we'll move down to the injection pump, take that hose off, take the hose loose here. Alright, well there's half of the tube off. Alright, get a little funnel action going here, because this is our supply to the pump. Here we go. There it is. Let's get this last hose off. There we go. Alright. Pop off these fuel lines. You're going to need a 17mm wrench, just regular combo wrench or line wrench will work. It's always good practice to try and cap anything you can to keep the contaminants out. And for this we're going to need, I believe, a 1/4-inch ratchet with a 10mm socket, long extension, and a universal joint. That way we can get all of these. One last one right by the dipstick. And there's your intake manifold. Alright, next up, I'm going to need a 5mm hex bit. Take this pump off. I believe these front ones should have lock washers, but I probably did not install them when I just threw the pump in to test the engine, but those should have lock washers. And your pump should just come out. And if any of these are not equal with the other, if one's pushed all the way in and stuck in, that is not a good thing. That means that your pump is not working properly. Pump should also have a shim. You can see a little better, this is the piece that needs to come out. So let's start disassembling that. For that, we're going to need our 10mm back. All right. Let's go and throw that in our little parts container. So now, I don't know how well you guys can see, but there's a little clip in here that we need to pop out. And then we should be able to thread into that stud and then pry it out. So I'll get back to you guys in a minute. All right, I am back. I got a screw, machine screw that threads in right here. So I believe that will work. Just that little clip right there, horseshoe clip. All right, now let's go ahead and thread this guy in. There it is. Apparently that's how you do it right there. All right. Here's piece number 1. Here's the guy that we need. Here is where that lever slides on right there. As you can see, that is no longer one piece. So, that's what this guy's for. And how that goes on there is a good question. Alright guys, I'm back after a little bit of time. I did some thinking and I couldn't figure out any other way to get the lever to go on there. So they do sell this whole assembly, and this is just going to be for testing purposes, but I just rounded or flattened the circles, twisted them, and I guess we'll see if it works. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thrown back in. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and put the washer on there. So this guy on here, throw that like that. Shoot. Gotta do that, but have these already on there. Oops. It's good. Alright, so I got all of that installed now. I do have a new gasket, but I'm gonna go ahead and wait on that just because we did that sort of temporary fix right there. We're just gonna cross our fingers that this one doesn't pour out a bunch of oil. Let's go and throw our injection pump back in.